Today again we discuss some question answer related with the combustion and fuel. Number one question, give three uses of natural gas. The three uses of natural gas are: it is used as a source of energy for heating, cooking and electricity. Second point, it is also used as a fuel for vehicles. And the third point, it is used in manufacture of plastic. Next question is, how is the efficiency of fuel determined? The efficiency of a fuel is judged by its calorific value. Calorific value is the amount of heat produced on complete combustion of 1 kg of fuel. It is expressed in kilojoule per kg. And all of you are aware that the high calorific value of methane as well as LPG, and this is the reason we are using LPG in our home. Now next question is, what are the characteristics of ideal fuel? An ideal fuel have the following characteristic. Number one, it should have reasonably high calorific value and a moderate rate of combustion. It should have minimum air pollution. Third point, it should have cheap and readily available. Next point, it should be easy to store and transfer. Last point, its ignition temperature should be above room temperature. All these are the characteristics of an ideal fuel. My next question is, how does carbon dioxide help in extinguishing fire? Carbon dioxide gas used to extinguish fire because the carbon dioxide gas used to extinguish fire caused by inflammable liquid like oil or the fire which is caused due to the electricity. Carbon dioxide gas is non-conductive in nature. It means it does not allow the flow of electric current, or it does not allow the flow of heat. Therefore, carbon dioxide gas is non-conductive in nature, and therefore it forms a layer between air and fire, and thus it extinguishes fire. My next question is, how are fuels classified? Fuels, there are many different ways to classify fuels. On the basis of their uses, fuels can be classified as renewable fuels. Renewable fuels never get depleted. It can be used for over a long period of time. For example, animal waste or agricultural waste. First is the renewable fuel and second one is the non-renewable fuel. These fuels are available in limited quantity, hence it should be used wisely. They can be exhausted if not used wisely. For example, CNG, petrol, coal, diesel, etc. Now on the basis of physical state, fuels are classified as solid fuels, liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. Now the solid fuels. Solid fuels, they are bulky and need large space. They leave behind ash or residue. For example, wood, coal, etc. When you burn wood or coal for a long time or for some time, then you will find that some residue or ash left behind. Now next fuel, liquid fuels. They exist in liquid state at room temperature. On combustion, they do not leave any residue. For example, kerosene, petrol and diesel. And the next is the gaseous fuel. These exist in the gaseous form, for example, CNG and hydrogen gas. Now the next fuel. On the basis of sources, fuel are classified as primary fuels. These fuels occur in the same form as they occur in nature, for example, animal or agricultural waste, and the secondary fuels. These fuels are obtained from the chemical process from the natural fuels, for example, water gas and the producer gas. Formula of water gas is CO plus H2 and the formula of producer gas is CO plus N2. Thank you students. In the next class again we discuss more question answer. Thank you again.